I'll zoom out a little bit and just clear this circle there as well. So it moved close to West Batavia. It's continuing to move off to the south and east. It's continuing to be mentioned to moving off to the south and east at about 15 miles per hour. So it is still moving through Genesee County. It's approaching North Alexander, Brookville, West Bethany. Be mindful of this. You're in this tornado warning. So if I'm mentioning any of these spots, you need to be to your safe spot. And I just want to keep reiterating so you just know where that safe spot is. No windows, as many walls between you and the outside, and that's really what you want to think about. Also keep in mind, if people don't have a way to tune in with whether they didn't get it on their phone or they didn't have a way to get the broadcast in right now, it's just call them, text them, hey, I saw there's a tornado warning for your area, and I just want you to stay informed that this is ongoing. And we just got a new update for the tornado warning, so I'm going to look at that right now. And a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Pembroke or near Darien State Park, moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. It continues to go until 9 p.m., so we're continuing to watch that. So it has been continued. We're watching the radar indicated rotation. So we're continuing to monitor this. And I'm just going to show the reflectivity again, or the velocity, excuse me. That is going to be what helps us tell the story. So you can see they shortened the update for the tornado warning. You can see it got a little bit more defined and closer together. And it's continuing for Genesee and also Wyoming County. I'm going to stop the radar loop here. And we're going to zoom in, because I was just talking about West Batavia. That was the area of concern where this rotation was moving through. And I'm going to circle again the area of concern and also put this on a loop to just show how this has been evolving. So it continues to move off to the south and east about 15 miles per hour. So West Batavia, that was concern, and it's continuing to approach areas to the south and east, including North Alexander. Be mindful of that, get to your safe spot. Brookville, that's another spot as well. It's currently to mainly the west of Batavia or even southwest at this point, but that's where we're keeping an eye on things, and I'm going to continue to show just the velocity to give a good idea of what's ongoing. So I'm going to zoom in to just get a better view, and this is what I mean. We're seeing this area of rotation. You can see it right near West Batavia, and this is what's moving off to the south and east. I'm going to circle it here. This is what I'm mentioning here. Let me just clear that real quick, and then that's the area of concern. This is the radar indicated rotation. It's moving off to the south and east, so that's where we mentioned Pearl Street Road. It's moving through there, Rose Road, Lear Road. Be mindful of that. And I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit. You can continue to see that. But it also just moves to Pike Road, North Alexander. That's really the next town, city that's up. Brookville, East Alexander, West Bethany, being your safe spot as we continue to monitor this. I'm going to clear this annotation right there. But it's still moving off to the southeast at about 15 miles per hour. So this is the area of concern here. It's still ongoing. It's set until 9 p.m. It goes for another 9 minutes. We'll see if they continue it or expire the tornado warning. But in general, even if I play this on the radar loop, you can see how it was more defined up to the northwest where it was moving through Indian Falls, and then now it's a little bit more broad near West Batavia, but it's still an area of concern. It's radar indicated rotation. We just got a new radar scan in, so I'm going to show that, and it's now off to the southeast of West Batavia, and I'm going to highlight that new area of rotation right here. So it's continuing to move off to the south and east, so Pike Road, if you're along there, Dodson Road, just be mindful. Alexander Road, you're in the path of this. It's moving off to the south and east. Be mindful that this is radar indicated rotation. It has become a bit more broad, but we're still monitoring this, and it goes for another 8 minutes. So that's the latest information from the National Weather Service, who issued this tornado warning. And I'm just going to show it back to reflectivity to just give you an idea. Plenty of heavy rain associated with this. This is why you don't want to go outside, try to get a video of it. I know it's something that people sometimes do, but it's going to be hard to see with all this heavy rain, and you just want to get to your safe spot. I do keep reiterating what your safe spot is, and if you're going to your safe spot, which could be an interior closet on the lowest level of your building, house, a basement is perfect, away from windows, as many walls between you and the outside, and also just turn up the TV so you can stay informed, have your cell phone with you. Hopefully it's charged with a decent battery, and you're able to just get updates on this alert. So this is the tornado warning. You can see it for Genesee and Wyoming County. It continues to move off to the south and east. I'm just going to put the radar loop on this to see how it evolves through Genesee County and now heading into Wyoming County. As I mentioned, it goes until 9 p.m. and it's also producing 3/4 of an inch sized hail. So large hail associated with it along with heavy rain. So that's another concern with it. But I'm going to put it back on velocity because this tells us a lot about the rotation. So I'm just going to zoom in here to show the most updated radar scans for the velocity. So it has become a lot more broad when we talk about the rotation, and it has been moving off to now the south and east of West Batavia, and it continues to move at about 15 miles per hour per the latest update off to the south and east. So if you're south and east of West Batavia, now continuing to move towards East Alexander, West Bethany, North Alexander, Brookville, these are all spots you want to be in your safe spot. This tornado warning continues for the next 6 minutes. We're keeping an eye on this radar indicated rotation that is now off to the south and east of West Batavia. It has already moved through parts of Pembroke, Indian Falls, West Batavia. So we're keeping an eye on this as it continues to evolve through Genesee and also moving into Wyoming County. So this is what we're monitoring in the short term. And we do continue to have some of these isolated showers and thunderstorms moving through. There is currently one in Erie County, but there's no tornado warning for that. The tornado warning is for Genesee and Wyoming County. And you can see, even as we look on reflectivity, it does look like it's weakened a little bit. And when we look at velocity, we've also seen that as well, which is great news. We want this to become weaker. We want it to become more broad. And that's just been a recent trend we've been seeing, even as this tornado warning's been ongoing. So there's 5 minutes left of it. And we're going to see if the National Weather Service expands it or expires it. That's going to be the key here in the next 5 minutes on how it evolves. But you can see how it started in Indian Falls, where it was very tight rotation. I'm even going to go back to that, and you see what I mean, where it moves through Indian Falls. You can see the tight rotation, and then it starts to weaken a bit, and it moved through West Batavia, and now it continues to move off to the south and east. I'm going to clear this real quick so it doesn't get confusing. And it continues to move off to the south and east, and it's going to be towards Brookville, Bethany Center. You're in the tornado warning. Also Alexander, be mindful of that. And here's just the latest with the tornado warning, where it's for Wyoming and Genesee County. We're continuing to monitor that as this continues to evolve even over the next 4 minutes. So I've mentioned the safe spots. I want to keep reiterating that so you just can take the precautions you need. The key we want to do here is keep people safe from this potential tornado. It's radar indicated rotation, and we have this tornado warning, and that's what we have to keep in mind. So go to your lowest level of your building, your house. Basement's great, interior closet, as many walls between you. That's the best way to think about it. As many walls between you and the outside. Have a way to continue to stay updated on alerts, and we're going to continue to monitor this as we go through even the next 3 minutes or so to see if this is expanded or expired. But really, just looking at my knowledge and how this has evolved on velocity, which gives us an idea about wind direction and speed, it has been weakening in terms of the rotation here. You'll notice we don't have that tightly packed red and green anymore like we previously had moving through Genesee County. It's become much more broad, and the trend has been that it's weakening. That's what we want to keep in mind. But still, we have the tornado warning right now for the next 3 minutes. It goes until 9 p.m., and this thunderstorm is moving off to the south and east. The area of rotation, the area of concern, is moving off to the south and east. It moved through Indian Falls, it moved through Pembroke, it moved through West Batavia. The next areas of concern would be North Alexander, Brookville, West Bethany. You're in the tornado warning safe spot. You need to take action immediately. We have the tornado warning in place still, and I'm continuing to monitor any updates, especially as this is set to expire at 9 p.m. So we're continuing to monitor that. And the latest information, it just came out, they expired the tornado warning, which is what I was thinking, because you notice as I just played this out, it really just fell apart. You could see it tightly packed together, those red and greens near Indian Falls, and then we went through Pembroke, it went through West Batavia, and then it really started to become broad and weakened. Now I'm just going to zoom out and show you radar real quick, because just to show the trend, and you can notice it's started to fall apart, that one thunderstorm cell moving through Genesee and towards Wyoming County as well. And the tornado warning has been expired for Genesee and Wyoming County. We're keeping an eye on some of these isolated showers and thunderstorms this evening, and we'll continue to keep you updated on any severe or tornadic activity as we head throughout the evening. Thinking by 11 p.m. at midnight, this is all said and done. It all fizzles out and we trend drier and much more quiet for really the next couple of days, or really even a good portion of the next 7 days. So we're going to return you to regularly scheduled programming. I hope everyone stayed safe, stayed informed during this event, and we'll continue to keep you updated if anything else is to happen. Thank you.